that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed, because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere, because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
And welcome to Phil's Gang. Well, today's another big day of the market. We're up 395 points. That's 395 points. Now, remember this market, and I told everybody, at least my members for this week, that they got to be very careful. Now, obviously, we're making good money in this market. The bubble continues to grow, but you got to be ready for any kind of, a real meaningful correction. And it's going to happen. And when you look at the spiders, there's a huge warning, but nobody's talking about it. No one's talking about it. When we had that big rally because of the announcement that the vaccine was ready or nearly ready, we had a huge 1,700 point jump in the market. I told everybody, do not chase it. Don't chase it, because it's going to come right back. In fact, anytime there's an announcement, the rule of thumb is whatever direction the market heads as a result of that announcement, it will always reverse itself and go the other way. I don't care if they announce a interest increase or a decrease. It always goes, the reaction is always wrong. The public's always wrong, the way they interpret it. And that's exactly what happened here. So now if you look at the stock market, and it's right at the high, because of that high they brought up, the high was on Monday. And if you look at the S&P, the high and I'll give you the correct number, is 364, 364, or 3,640 if it's the SPX. But SPY is 3,064. Now that's a real problem, because that, again, if you go look at a chart, on my chart, it's showing us that institutional money is coming out, not going in. In fact, when that market rallied that day on Monday, everyone thought money was pouring into these stocks. It was just the opposite. Money was pouring out of the stocks. That morning, the specialists, remember, every morning when a stock price is set, it's set by a specialist or a market maker. They decide where the price is. They make that decision. And because they knew the announcement was coming, what they do? They set those prices so high, and that means that Wall Street could get ready to sell short. Those everybody who came in the market started to buy. They're panicking. I haven't been in the. I should have been in Carnival Cruise Line. I should have been in the airlines. Oh, look, it's going up. And what happened? All those gains are now gone. They've been wiped out. Now, we didn't get hurt because we could see when the market. Here, I'll give you a specific stock. Let's take the one we worked with here. Let's take Carnival Cruise Line. Let me get it up here for you. If you go on my site, you can see it. If you have a mobile device, and I'm going to put up CCR. You'll be able to see this. Okay, so if you look at Carnival CCL. Sorry, CCL. If you put up CCL, let me get it up here, CCL. There we go. Look what happened when if you look at Monday. Okay, if you go to Monday, Friday, because remember it was Monday we came in, we had that big move. Look where it was. It was around $13.60. Monday, it opens and goes up to a high of 1986. But what was going on? Well, first of all, we knew from our members not to buy it because our color-coded technology was red. It was all red. And the other thing is we have another little signal that identifies which way is the money going. Well, the money was coming out. So as the stock was going up, the money was coming out of Carnival Cruise Line. So we stayed out. Now look at this. It's given back almost all of its gains. That's just one. That's just one stock people got killed. And you know where people bought that stock? On Monday morning? Right at the top. They weren't in the stock at $12.80 or $12. They bought it right at the high. They always do. At 1986. The retail customer always gets it wrong. He always buys it at the high. Now remember, they were told to get out of Apple and get out of Google and get out of the big tech stocks. And you got to go buy, because now the vaccine is coming, everybody's going on the cruise lines. So get out of the big tech. And everybody went nuts that day. They got out of Apple, they got out of everything. They also told them, why don't they get into the airlines, like going to Delta. So get out of Facebook and go into Delta. And they did. But we knew not to do it because, again, our color-coded technology turned red. And the other little technology we have, it's a little indicator on the bottom. It shows you the direction of the money that's going in or out. And the money, it was showing right here. See how it's showing the money was going out as the stock was going up. So my members didn't do anything on Monday. And I told them, just wait. And guess what? Now Delta Airlines is on its way back down, and they're making money selling it short. I'm not making this up. I mean, this is crazy. This is exactly what happened. And people got killed. They got killed. And everybody's talking about the Biden stocks. You got to get into the Biden stocks. So another airline, take a look at, I'll give you, let's take a look at Love, Southwest Airlines. On Monday morning, if you look at on Friday, the stock was at $39.77. It opened up and went immediately to $49.50. $49.50. What are you, nuts? But if you're looking on my chart right now, if you're looking on my site, go to philsgang.com. If you have a mobile device, you can see this. And what this is right here, I'll show you. This is money. This is telling you the money is coming out right here. See it? Money is coming out. And for those who can't see it, I'll put it on my, matter of fact, I already did. I put it on my YouTube channel. And check it out. It's free, and you'll see it. So right now, everybody is losing money in the market. The people who bought these crazy stocks. So don't listen that get out of Amazon and Google and rotate to, I mean, for 2 days, who was telling you to rotate? Who was telling you to rotate for 2 days? The fake Business News Network. They're the ones that told you to rotate. That's all you heard, rotation. Those are the last people you listen to. They're the last people. You know, they remind me of the people going back in 1929, not that I was around in 1929. They had the same situation going on back then. Wall Street owned the newspapers, and they could take any stock and call the New York papers and pay anybody off and tell them to pump the stock, and they pumped it and dumped it. And we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get back, and how the same thing is happening today. Join my gang. 10 days free.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grant at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, It's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Warning: Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. When the markets open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
What's going on?
My stock is Blackstone Group. I've owned it for about 2 years. Trying to take some profits but keep holding on.
No, you want to keep that running. Blackstone is really, really good situation. My dad was always scared of the Marines. He was in the Army. He said, listen, those guys go in first. What the hell's going on? They have to go in first. So congratulations on everything you've done for our country.
Is he nuts? Congratulations on what you did for our country. My dad was a Marine. He just killed the guy. Financially. What's he, nuts? Yeah, you stay in, man. Thank you for your service. What an idiot Kramer is. Look at the stock. If you have a mobile device, please look at this stock. Or I'll tell you what, I promise you, tonight, I'll put it on my website. Okay? YouTube channel, rather. Go to my YouTube channel. And you got to see this. You got to see this. So I'll show you the dumb call Kramer made and the great call that my chart made. Now, if you have a mobile device, look at this. So here it is. The stock is red, totally red. What's that tell you? Well, that tells you that you shouldn't be buying it. You shouldn't even be staying in it. But here's what's amazing. If you look, and you can see this little tool we have on this side, it tells you which way the money is going. How's it flowing? The money is coming out. It's coming out of Blackstone. Not going in. That's why it's red. And the stock has already dropped. The stock, he's killing this guy. The stock has already dropped from 55.75. Okay, you just started now in the last few days. 55.75. I'm sorry, 59.20, and now it's already down to around $55. So he's losing. He's losing money. But not only is he losing money now, the stock chart is telling you, and it's so accurate, it's telling you the institutions are pulling their money out. Never get into a stock unless you look at your chart to see which way the money is going. 85% of the people lose money in the market because they don't know when to get out. This is a simple, easy chart to read. It's so easy. And just use it for 10 days free, and you'll say, God, I wish I'd done this a long time ago. Now, take, for example, if you take, let's take my stock, KBH. That's a good one. I'll talk about that one again. KBH. You get a round trip on the stock. KBH, on the way up, we got a 36% return. Now, again, I'm not saying every gang member of mine made 36%. I don't know that. But I do know this. When we tell them to buy, we know when our charts turn green, and it shows, it gives us the information institutional money is coming in. Now, when they want to get in, where, it's up to them. But we gave them the opportunity for a 36% from where it went from red to green. And then it went red again. And then my members took their profits, turned around, and then shorted it. Shorted it. And KBH is down 20%. So that's 36% up, 20% down. And here's the crazy thing. If you go back and look what happened on Monday, okay, with this stock, and I mean, are you kidding me? Or I mean, how it jumped up on Friday, rather. Let me put it up here for you. I mean, that Friday, remember, we opened up Monday, right, with that big move, and it's giving it all back. So when it went up on Monday, I told everybody, look, hang on, because the chart is telling us it's red and the institutions are pulling money out. And we were right. So it had that big gap on Friday, right, when we closed the market on Friday night. Everybody, well, everything's cool, right? Nobody knew they were going to come out with that announcement. And it was going to be, you know, they're going to have this vaccine. Who knew that? My charts knew. They never changed color. But this really gets me with he's making that call. You know, talking about the market, you know, things have not changed since 1929. And right now, for example, if you think about the last 10 years, we got this so-called housing boom going on right now, right? And in the last 10 years, we've had a stock boom, we've had a housing boom now. What people don't realize, what they don't realize, $100 billion in stimulus is what caused that. But these are bubbles. And if you look at the housing market right now, everybody's chasing the housing market. Everybody's looking for houses. Why? Because when they finished in 2008, we went into the crash, home builders didn't have any confidence to go out and build inventory. So there's a big shortage of inventory. They used to build 1.5 million homes a year. Now they're down to 900,000. So now there's a big shortage. And this was a recipe for disaster. So when you have a shortage of homes and you have easy financing and real low rates, 2.8, 2.5%, not because the economy's good, you got these low rates because the economy's bad, you're putting people into a bubble. They're overpaying for these houses. They're going to get killed, just like stocks. If you take your stocks right now and you look at, and I pointed this out for the last week for my members, I said, you got to look at the chart. If this market, the S&P, can't get above $367, it's got to get, I'll give you the exact number. It's got to get above $364.38. If it can't get above that and hold that, this market's going to correct another 30 or 40%. This market is right at the tip of the bubble. Exactly where this is what you call bubble crashes. This is exactly where you got to be careful. Because all the way up, it's hit this trend and then it wouldn't go any further. That's where we are now. If it doesn't continue to break out in the next couple of weeks, the market's going to correct at least 30%. You got to be careful. I'll talk more about that when I get back and what stocks you should be in.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
I signed up, and I've learned an incredible amount from Phil and Steve. The staff at Phil's Gang gives platinum-level service and stock recommendations. You know, it's as simple as that. At the end of a month or so, I've always been in the black. Phil's Gang is a class act. I'm happy to be a member.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, so many people lose money. As I say, they don't know when to get out of a stock. Now, and when they listen to guys like Kramer or any of these people, any of these so-called geniuses on Wall Street, now, listen to, I played what Kramer said about BX. Now, here's what he said about BBY.
So my question for you, Kramer, is are you bullish on the Best Buy stock for the long term, and when would be a good time?
For the long term, yes. I'm glad you put that in, because right now I'm recommending Costco and I'm recommending Walmart, because I think they're more able to deal with the pandemic.
It has nothing to do with the pandemic, dealing with the pandemic. Stocks don't have anything to do with dealing with the pandemic. Stocks have to do with one thing, money. If the institutions decide to buy it, the stock will go up. If they decide to get together and not buy it, the institutions, they pull their money back, it goes down. No longer is a stock connected to the fundamentals. It just doesn't happen that way anymore. Fundamentals got blown out of water. Look, we used to have to look at each stock. We went through the numbers, their profit margins, their operating margins, their return on assets, return on equity, their free cash flow, their PE ratios. You had to dive into those things and look at it and search them and compare it to the other stocks in their same group. Which one is better? Which one isn't? No longer. It doesn't matter if a company's making a profit, what their operating margins are. They're disconnected, because since 2008, remember, all they're doing is printing money. And I mean, this is like the same thing as 1929. All they're doing right now is printing money. They've been printing money for 10 years, given to the CEOs to buy their shares. And they're buying their shares. That's what pushes the stock up. When they stop buying their shares, the stock's going down. It's that simple. Now, again, I'm going to put up tonight for you BX, and I'm going to put up BBY, show you exactly what I'm talking about. You heard what he said about BBY. He says, I'm going to hold that. That stock, yeah, I would stay in that stock. And blah, blah, blah. Really? You would hold this stock? No. Look at it. The stock went up, right? Remember, everybody bought these stocks on Monday. Remember, everybody went crazy on Monday. The stock is totally red. The candlesticks, my technology, the color-coded technology turned all the candlesticks red. There's not one green candlestick. And the technology identifies which way the institution's money is going. Are they pulling the money out of the stock, or are they putting it in the stock? You see right here, if you have a mobile device, go to philsgang.com, right? Look, see it? This money is coming out, not going in, for heaven's sakes. So the money is coming out of this stock. And when the stock was going up, the money was coming out. It's going up right now, and the money is coming out. This stock will collapse. I wouldn't hold on to that stock. Remember what he said, the same thing about BX. Look, if you're going to make money in the market today, it's a different market. You got to follow the money. That's it. And I have the chart to do it. And I'll give you the chart free for 10 days and see if you like it. If you decide you want the chart, you want to lease it, it's $29.95. That's all. Don't you think it's worth it have a chart for $29.95 that you can make a decision when to get in a stock, when to get out of a stock, when to add to a stock? You don't depend on a broker. It will tell you exactly when. In fact, if you want to become a member and have the color-coded chart, it's $59. You got both. And every day we take our portfolio stocks, and Steve, who's in charge of our education, puts up the stocks on a video. He does a video of every one of our stocks. Our portfolio stocks tells you exactly what to do. So when you're new during the first 10 days, we tell you don't use your own money. Just watch. Follow a few stocks and you'll see how exact this color-coded chart is, how it tells you exactly what to do. If you do exactly what the chart tells you through Steve, because he tells you exactly what to do, and you follow those instructions, you'll make money. So try it for 10 days free. What do you got to lose, for heaven's sakes? But this is crazy. I mean, when these people tell you to buy something and the money's coming out, that's nuts. You don't have the money to hold on. And, you know, if you go back to Wall Street, okay, I mean, Wall Street is fascinating when you go back and look at it, because exactly what's happening now. If you go back after World War I and leading up to 1929, remember, after the war, our country was intact. We were the wealthiest country around because nobody else was out. They were all destroyed. And right before World War II, you remember you had the Rockefellers, you had the Carnegies, they made their fortune in steel and oil. But after World War I, when everybody came back, there was a whole new group of millionaires, okay? They weren't making their money in oil and steel and all that. When they came, they're making their money in a little thing called selling pieces of paper called stock. But the problem with selling pieces of paper, everybody was fascinated about it, but you couldn't get in because there's no such thing as credit. But guess what happened? One of the bankers in New York, I can't remember his name right now, I think it was Mitchell. One of the bankers, his name was Mitchell. He was smart. And he said, you know what? His bank was called National City, it wasn't bank, it was National City something else, but we'll call it bank. National City Bank. And he said, I'm going to make Wall Street Main Street. I'm going to let little people, okay, get involved because they're fascinated about how people can have a little piece of paper and make so much money, be millionaires. So the first thing that happened, everything lined up perfect for him, the sun, the stars, the moon, because finally they invented a thing called credit. That's right, credit. Nobody ever had credit. Not until we were going up to, in like 1921, 22. That's when credit evolved. So everything was perfect for this bank, and he decided that he would give people credit to buy stocks. And stocks became like a sporting event. Everybody's going crazy. But they could go and buy stock. They only had to put up 10%, called margin money. Margin money. They only had to put up 10%. That's it. To buy a stock, whatever the cost of stock was, put up 10%, it's yours. They could borrow money by just having 10% down. Can you imagine? So people are going nuts in the stock business. So then you get all the gangsters. And what happened? You got all the gangsters together on Wall Street. They turned around, they started these pools. I'm talking about very, very wealthy people. They started pools, and then they would paint the tape. They would push up the stock price. They'd sell it to each other, stock price would be going up, price going, sell it to each other. But they also did something that they still do today. They control the newspapers. Back then, the New York Times and all the other New York City newspapers, they could call up and say, "Look, I'm going to pay you so much money. I want you to push this stock. I want you to push this stock." And they would. And people see a stock going up and rave reviews about this stock. What was it? RCA went up like a 50%, like 5 days before the market crashed. But the guys who made the pool, they'd always get out. They'd always get out. They knew when to get out because they made the pools. They made fortune. This one guy in 4 days, he did pools. With RCA, he made $100 million in 5 days by pooling it, getting a bunch of guys together with him, pushing RC up 50%, and then as it kept going up, they kept getting out. It's the same thing they do today, but today, instead of newspapers, it's CNBC. It's Fox Business. They're doing the same thing. Now, they don't go and buy somebody on Fox and tell them to say something on the air, I'll pay you. No, they buy the whole network. They say, look at, take this stock and rally it. I'll promise you'll get GM. GM will come in and buy a whole bunch of ads. Or I'll have Ford buy a whole bunch of ads. It's the same thing. The whole thing comes down to, again, what is the money doing? Is it going in? Is it going out? And I'm the only one I know of that has a chart that tells you that. So try it for 10 days. And then guess what? If you start making money, then please help St. Jude. That's all I ask. I'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month, philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Welcome back. Are you a fan of the Phil's Gang radio show? Then you should check out philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Friday the 13th. So let's see what happens. If you're watching the stock market, this is totally free. Mark this down. If this S&P breaks above 3,640 through 3,641, and it holds for 5 days, then we're going to go higher. If it doesn't break out and hold, and it breaks through 348, and then if it breaks through 348, we'll have about a 10-15% drop. If it breaks below around 320, breaks below 320, we're going to have a 50% drop. So you'll know exactly what's going on. And again, what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to post on my YouTube channel, Phil's Take. I'm going to put up Kramer's pitch, what he said to these people to buy BX, which is Blackstone, and BBY, which is the Best Buy. And both those calls are terrible calls. And I will prove to you, you can look at it over the weekend, my charts are smarter than he is. My charts are smarter than he is. He's made two terrible calls. These people are going to lose. The Marine he gave that advice to is going to lose money. And he's from the old school, fundamentals, and he sits and he has these interviews with CEOs. Nobody cares anymore. Remember what happened in 1929 when the market kept going up and up and up because they gave credit, margin calls. And the way the markets went up, remember, when people finally could go and borrow money and buy $100,000 worth of stock with just $10,000, the market went nuts. It went nuts. It was all on credit. And there was never credit before 1929, right? And again, the same thing is happening again here in this country. But it's not so much just margin call, it's quantitative easing. This time the difference is they're printing the money and giving it to CEOs so they can take money interest-free and buy their own shares, pumping the stock market up because they don't have the amount of retail customers they used to have, like back in 1929. People just don't have the money. Half the people in this country who work make less than $38,000 a year. So what Wall Street did is take in and said, let's give the money all to the CEOs, let them go buy their own shares, push the market up. And that's what's happening. We're creating the biggest bubble ever. But you got to know when to get out. In the meantime, make money on the bubbles going up. We've been doing that. BKR, we're up 36%. McDonald's, we went up 21%. KBH, we're up 36%. Now we're shorting it. It's down 26%. We're making money on the way back down. So again, please tonight, or over the weekend, go to my YouTube channel, My Take, Phil's Take. I hope I don't run out of time here. Listen to. I probably won't have the time. Let's see. Yeah, I do. I think in the long run, we're very fortunate, okay, that Trump lost this election. You go, woo! No, listen to what I'm saying. If he won, we would have never seen the ugly face of socialism, or worse, Marxists. Now that he is lost, we are going to see in full display the ugliness of Marxists, of socialism. And in the next 2 years, what you're going to see is going to be so scary, so frightening. Already they're telling you, anybody who had a job with Trump, we're going to make sure nobody hires them. I mean, that's what Stalin did. We were lucky because I don't think we would have seen this. If he won, if the president won, we would have never seen this. But he lost. Now we're going to see it. But here's the lucky part. In 2 years, when we have the Senate races, we're going to throw, the Congress, we're going to throw we'll take over the House. So we'll have the House in 2 years. We'll have the Senate in 2 years. We just got to get the President Trump come back in and run, and he'll have the 4 years left and make this country great again. When I heard this morning that Biden was going to go back into make a deal with China. He's going to be friends with China again, get rid of all these tariffs. He's not going to be. He's going to go back into the Paris Accord, the environmental deal he has over there. Which is ridiculous. He's going in with China. China pollutes the air by 36%. We're only 15%. We're taking our money and giving it to these. This is nuts. But my point is that by him losing Trump, we're fortunate from the point of view in the next 2 years in full display, we'll see what a Marxist looks like. We'll see what socialism looked like. If he won, we would never saw that. We've never seen it. But now, everything happens for a reason in life, doesn't it? Everything happens for a reason in life. Now the next 2 years, we'll see the ugliness of socialism and Marxism. And what we'll do is, in 2 years, everybody, even the Democrats, some of the Democrats, not all, will want to get rid of these crazy people. They will have destroyed this country in 2 years. Then we take the House over. So now the House, the Senate, now you bring Trump in, and now he's the president, and we'll never have to worry again about socialism or a Marxist manifesto from AOC and Bernie and all those boys. So I think we were fortunate. Otherwise, it would have been put off, and I don't know who the next president would have been, but we would have been facing it down the road. This way, we can kill it. We got to suffer for 2 years, but that's it. Well, because, again, independents like myself and the Republicans, they're going to make sure that they take over the Senate, and they're going to win those 2 seats. In Georgia, believe me, they're going to win those 2 seats, because Georgian, those folks do not want to have communists around them. They don't want a Marxist manifesto. They don't want to have socialism. Believe me, not. If you live here in the South, you'll know they will not stand for that. No way. So I think we are fortunate. Look, talking about fortunate, St. Jude. We got a great facility, St. Jude, and we got to help them. Okay, this pandemic is killing them. People just don't have the extra money to donate. So please, if you join my gang and start making money, and you will if you just follow what we teach. If you start making money, please donate a little bit of that money towards St. Jude. Now, we're not asking you. What we're saying is just the money that you make from investing in stocks. And if you invest in a stock, please listen to what I'm telling you. All these bubbles are created, right? We always have bubbles in the stock market. But you got killed with the dot-com crash, you got killed with the housing crash, and now you're going to get killed with this QE crash. The only difference why this cycle has lasted longer than any other cycle is because of the CEOs taking the money and driving the stocks up. But every bust happens the same way. Soon you have all this demand, and then people have no money, and then all of a sudden you go from inflation, where prices inflate, where people now don't have the money, they start getting laid off, and then prices start to drop, and then all of a sudden, bam, you get your crash. And that's where we're headed right now. But you should be able to go to bed at night and not worry if the market is going up or down, if you have the tool. This volatility everybody's talking about this week, boy, the market's volatile. We didn't feel the volatility. When the market went up Monday, 1,700 points, we just stood back because every one of our stocks that went up, that we were short, we knew we were going to come back down. We knew it was going to wipe out that 1,700 points, and it did. We knew because our chart told us which way the money was going. When we saw Carnival Cruise, which is one of our stocks, we only had a couple shares, what we call a scout because we were just watching it. When that thing shot up about 22%, our chart told us do not buy it. And I'm going to put that on our YouTube channel, Phil's Take. I'll put it on. I'm going to do it after the show, and you'll have it for the weekend. And the Kramer stocks, and you'll see why he made some bad choices. I'll see you on the charts. Have a great weekend.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.